Sorry. Hello.
Coffee and a Podcast. Micro mini-sode. 25.
I froze there for a minute because I double-clicked it, and I thought maybe we're live, but we're live.
We're live. Hey,
nice.
That's cherylannchapman.
Good morning. And this is Iris Fortier.
Yes.
Yay.
Today, we're doing our little micro mini on putting yourself out there. And that's the most hard thing for me to do. And I've been doing it lately, forcing myself.
Yeah, it's hard.
And it's so hard. It's a different kind of courage. It's in one case I did put myself out there and it was quite successful. But when it comes to things I really want, like training or whatever, or doing things, putting yourself out there. I know we all struggle with that,
this podcast is putting ourselves out there.
Oh, but I love this podcast. I love all the things we do.
But see, that's another thing.
Yeah,
exactly. So it doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't feel the same.
But people would go, wow, you're putting yourself out there. You're on a podcast.
No, I love what we talk about.
We
talk about the funnest things. We learn.
We're goofy, we're ourselves.
Yeah, we get to be ourselves, our authentic selves.
Yeah.
And we get to be educated because we read books and read reports and learn things and share things and just fun. We're having so much fun. but when it's not fun, it's hard. It's so hard putting yourself out there. Traumatizing. I went to a party last weekend and I put myself out there at this one place, and maybe it's because psychologically there was something I wanted from it, but it didn't go the way I thought it would. Yeah, but that's okay. That's how you learn. But you know what? I said to myself, it's okay, Iris, dust off your boots and keep going. Because
those boots are made for walking.
That's just what I'll do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's hard. It's really hard to put yourself out there. You feel vulnerable. There's many emotions, rejection, and I got it. And the rejection and the stuff. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give up.
But you tried.
But I did try.
That's the key.
Hard. It was so hard.
Yeah.
You don't lose that feeling of getting rejected either. But anyway, I'm going to keep going.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's something I'm working on right now.
Oh, really?
I actually, I got the book because there's so much in this book. It's like how to talk to people. You would think I wouldn't know how to talk to people. I know how to talk to people.
We naturally know how to talk to people.
But it's
when you want something, I think.
Well,
that's
or
the
it's
trick.
to me, it's like I get so excited that maybe I don't think about what I speak before I think.
Yeah, I said
and
so.
Like making an impression or making sure that people know you're it's a great book. I'll share it with you. It's on my. I don't think I have it out here.
See that,
it's like how to talk to anybody type of book.
I would love
but I got
to
it in
see
a
that.
book form, even though I went and audioed it. I'm like, wait, there's too much in this book. I gotta buy the book so I can go back through. So it breaks it down and it helps you because it's funny how we sabotage ourselves.
Yeah.
So we get nervous. So what do? We hide behind somebody. We hide by a doorway. We find the most corner of the room to hide in, even though that's not what we want. We want to mingle. Or we get in our head, it's the soundtrack.
Yes.
We get in our heads like, oh, no one's going to want to talk to me. Oh, I can't go over there.
Or even,
they're too important.
Yes. Or metaphorically, we might put someone between us so that we're not the center of attention.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this book, I forgot. I don't know. I can show you
the center of attention. Although I love this podcast.
I mean, it's different though because we don't have a whole audience.
Yeah. But if we did, I'd have fun.
I still would have fun.
Yeah. But it's different. I think it's because we're self-assured. We feel confident.
Yeah.
In being our authentic selves, and having a podcast is really being true to yourself and being your authentic self. But when you want other things out there, like if I was to meet my favorite podcasters, I'd probably freaking cry, or be like an idiot. you know, like all the words would come out.
You know, like when you like somebody, you're like, blah, blah, blah. I never forget
I just say
when my mate, when he came by, because I met him at work, and then he was just like, he could not talk. I go, I'll talk to you later.
Who was that?
That was Oscar. He was like, he came by the desk and he was like, I have no clue what he said because it made no sense. And I asked him, I said, we'll talk later,
Oh, that's
and I
cute.
told him, I go, what was that? He goes, I don't know, I was just so nervous talking to you.
That's so cute.
It was so cute. So
I wouldn't mind if somebody got nervous to talk to me. That'd be so cute.
I think it's adorable. Means they like you.
Adorable.
Yeah. But
it is uncomfortable.
It's so true.
You get that way. It's
putting yourself out there.
It's what is that word when you're paralyzed with fear?
I don't remember. I have a hard time going somewhere by myself because then I have a hard time. Like
I recently did, and I had to eat food by myself, and order food, and and I was shy, and I just kind of.
And she's not shy when I took her to my party, our picnic.
Yeah, but I didn't have anything at stake. It was your party.
It was my party.
Investment into things.
And she was amazing. Yeah. And she was carrying a conversation.
Yeah.
And I felt more relaxed because then I had somebody there that if I couldn't talk to somebody because there were. That's my biggest, hardest thing. There'll be people I want to say hi to, but they're engaged in conversation. Right. And I got to go back through that book and
you know what?
See how you do that.
I ran into that at this party I went to that I got like mostly I felt rejected.
Oh.
And
nobody puts baby in the corner.
And but you know what? It was so uncomfortable, and I thought, God, I can't seem to break into any of these little cliques they got going on.
Oh, see, that's my biggest fear.
That's really hard about putting yourself out there. It's like,
I'm going to buy you that book.
Okay. Or I can pay for it.
No. She just gave me all these wonderful fun treats.
So when that happens, I'm just like, peace out. I'm out. I just tap out. I'm out the door.
But then you get slunken. And then you walk through tail between your... And it's like, it shouldn't be like that.
I kind of bounced out like a Tigger.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, I just bounced out like... F you guys.
Yes. I know my worth. But it's...
That's right. That's right. That's the hardest part about...
Know your worth.
Is being rejected. Because you're going to get rejected. Everyone gets rejected.
But it's okay because not everybody's going to like everybody.
No, that's right. So
there's some of you which I don't see how any of you could not like us. But there might be some out there that go...
We are so likable.
They're just kind of a little weird. But that's okay. Because we're true to ourselves. And we'll find our tribe. We'll be okay.
Yes.
That's right. So we'll find the people that like us and nobody else. You guys don't watch us. Don't waste time. Don't waste our time.
Yeah.
But no, that is great. I'm glad you brought that up. So we
putting yourself out there is hard, but you know what? We all have to do it. Because when I was younger, I was better at it because
I was too.
Because I didn't.
You didn't know any better.
Right. That's exactly right.
You were naive. You didn't know that people would be like.
She's taking all the words out of my mouth today. It's so perfect. She's totally finishing my thoughts. Are you reading my mind?
I'm reading her mind.
So when I was young, I didn't have those fears. I would say the most preposterous things. Probably back then. Like I'd be like, why are you so unhappy? Why don't you get a different job if you're not happy? I would just
weren't very PC back then.
I was not PC.
We just spoke our mind, our true selves.
But then now I realize they might be going through something. So perhaps they're unhappy because something terrible's happened. So now I'm more considerate.
Right.
But anyway, trying to meet people that you need something from is hard. It's really challenging.
Yeah.
So I think if we just take a deep breath, go through with it, and I don't mind if it's more like instant within a couple of days. I'd say having to think about it too much. I'm in my head already for those couple of days leading up to it. But when I have months to think about it, I'm in, oh my God.
I'm going to do a podcast on this gentleman, not, I got to get through the whole audiobook.
Okay.
but it's you know, the soundtracks you play in your head. So
right, the soundtracks.
we're going to go through that because what you've touched on is such an important thing that we, you know, all of a sudden she could be there and then something from something else just comes in that's negative, that we don't ask these things to come to our head. They just come.
Right.
And then that stops you, and then your fear, and then, so we are our own worst critic, our own worst enemy. We stop everything. And so I'll get into this book, and then I actually I will do a good job of laying it all out on how he does it. And he's
excellent.
It's a lot more.
I think we could all use that help for sure.
Oh yeah. So I keep telling Alex right now, like the soundtrack, like like things that happen to you. So like somebody, I'm trying to think without.
Example.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the house. We'll take the house. Did I ask for? So many of you might know I had 10 trees 2 years ago fall and destroy my house. So, and then you have to go through that, right?
Yes.
So that was a bad, tragic thing that happened. No, I don't have bad luck.
No.
And
bad things happen to good people.
Yeah. Did I ask for those 10 trees to come down? No. Did I do anything to make those 10 trees come down? No.
No, you didn't.
So that's what I'm talking about. He's great about when you go through and you have those thoughts.
Right.
Then bring out the facts.
Yeah.
So
back it up.
Go back to your scenario. You know, and then go through and see. See what I mean?
Yeah, like you're saying, so do you think you did anything to cause those people to be in cliques and not talk to you?
Exactly.
No. That you were there, that
they just didn't know you.
Part of your, you wanted to be part of the conversation.
They were
people.
Well, it's because they were probably self-absorbed what they're doing. They're like, I really don't know that person. And they've got their soundtracks playing in their heads what we forget.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I don't know that person. I'm comfortable here. I'm not going to go and engage on you.
Yeah.
So, this book is really fascinating. And it took him 13 years, I want to say, from what I've heard so far, for him to get to this point to release this. Because he's like, it's too simple to change your soundtrack. You know, like we talk about, another way to say it is flip the script.
Flip the script.
Love that. Change the soundtrack.
Yep.
So, but I like his analogy of soundtracks get worn. We play them so much, they break.
They're on autopilot.
And so that's you bringing up this whole thing about
putting yourself
out there. All goes in with that. So it's don't be afraid. You have one life.
Yeah, that we know of.
What's the worst could happen? The people just don't engage. And then you go back and figure out, go through the questions. Was it me? Was it the time? Was it, you know, everybody was in something that came later? Or,
true.
You know what I mean?
Very
so
true.
people were probably already established in your party.
And if you feel like you need to talk to a therapist, we definitely recommend
absolutely.
Mental health is everything.
So important.
So important, you know, talk to someone. Because they might have a different perspective and help you. They're not involved in it. They're not.
Third party neutral is amazing.
Right. It really is.
You hit it.
Yeah.
They don't know you that way. Yeah. They're neutral. Yeah. They're going to look at the whole thing.
Exactly.
So I'm glad you brought that up because we do get stuck in our own head.
We do. I definitely get stuck in my head, and it's hard. I even put myself out there again the other day. And for something else, and it was hard, and I didn't get my needs met or what I wanted, but you know what, I'm proud that I did it. And it took a lot of effort and energy and the fear of being rejected and not getting what I wanted, but I did it anyway, and I didn't get what I want, but
that's key.
I don't know what my lesson is yet from that. I have to analyze
how many people this is like a bigger topic we can go on to. How many people like I can take my beautiful Aunt Dee Dee. She was a recluse and she had high anxiety and she was a beautiful spirit, a beautiful person, but she did let all her fears
Right.
She wouldn't go. So when she got older, she wouldn't go out.
Oh.
I mean, I know
Yeah.
and just the fear of not, like when she was packing up, I went to help her when they moved to Arizona, not knowing where to start and the anxiety and doing it wrong, so it's like,
Just dive in.
Social anxiety is huge.
Yeah, definitely.
And nobody talks about it.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. That this whole putting yourself out there and hearing you say that's really ringing true for me. Social anxiety. You're right.
I'd be really in this to people that on this statement. I could be totally wrong. I think most people, and it's healthy, have some form of a little bit of a social anxiety, because when you're even when most performers, not all of them, but most performers say they get a little bit of that anxiety. They got to do something before they jump out there. It's only normal. But the more we practice it, the better.
I like where you're going
and
with
like
that.
Role playing and just
practice it,
and then just going back in your head, like, did I cause the trees to fall? No. What did I do wrong? Did I know it was going to happen? So go through and answer questions. And then you're like,
that kind of leans into emotion marrying logic. Because you're feeling emotional about it, but logically you're going through a checklist.
Exactly.
I like that.
And that's what I'm starting to do, and that's why I will go through at one point, and I'll do an episode on that. So thank you. So you got some quotes for us.
I got some quotes for this micro mini. Okay,
it's a great topic.
This goes right into it. You're overthinking because you really care. You don't want to fail. Exactly. You don't want to let people down. But no amount of planning, worrying, or overanalyzing can give you control over what happens next. Breathe, loosen your grip, experience life as it comes.
That is all said.
Oh my God, these are all perfect.
Yeah.
Remember this, even if you go for it and it doesn't work out, you still win.
Absolutely.
You had the guts to head straight into the unknown and try something that scared you. That type of bravery takes you places.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Kindness makes you the most beautiful person in the world, no matter what you look like. I just had to throw that one in.
Yes, because it's true. Because we talked about that.
Yeah, because
you can be someone that's not like Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
Naturally.
They might not know who that is.
Yeah.
But,
okay. Who's the current one?
I don't know.
Andre Grande. What's her name?
Je ne sais pas.
Whatever.
I'm gonna speak French to that. Je ne sais pas.
It's your inner soul that comes out and makes you beautiful.
Yes.
So
I think that beauty shines through no matter what you look like. I do.
That's what I was trying to say.
believe
Perfectly
in that.
said. Thank you.
and I wish there were more. I'm sure they're out there. There are more beautiful souls.
Yeah.
Because and there must be. Because otherwise we all wouldn't get along so well. Right?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're Coffee and a Podcast. If you want to email us, coffeeandapodcast 3@gmail.com. Somehow we got the name 3 in there, the number 3. But anyway, it's got
it had
it's a Gmail thing.
Yep.
And what else? Oh, be kind.
Yes, and like, subscribe, and follow us, please. And we would love to have feedback. Love to know any kind of topic,
stories. That you have.
Send it our way, and we can.
But we have plenty of stories to talk about.
Oh,
We have what's the word for infinitesimal? We have an amount of people we have.
I said plethora, which means a lot.
She had a good word.
That's my word, but
we have so many people. It's mind blowing. It's exciting for us.
It's very exciting.
Yeah,
so
very exciting.
We don't think we'll run out of material.
One day, I hope we get to do a live podcast. That is our goal. That would be my fear of facing an audience. I'd probably throw up, and then I'd be like, "Excuse me, what?"
No.
And then I'd be like, "Okay, let's do this."
Well,
I've thrown up.
I think if you're by yourself, but since we're a team, I think that we could pull that off. Or
sure,
I could,
I think so.
We could make it work. So you guys go out and have a great day. And as you always say,
be kind
and be good to be good to yourself and to others. That's what I'm trying to cut out. So until next time, ciao.
Bye.